Procrastination is not laziness. It's the greatest scam your ego ever came up with. Hey everyone, I'm Joshua Green, and I'm here with Life According to Josh. Today we're talking about procrastination. I'm going to give you the top 4 solutions to procrastination, but not after I tell you exactly why you do it first. So, the way procrastination works is like this. Let's say you've got a deadline, a test, or something you've got to get done. It's due on Friday. You let Monday go by, Tuesday, no problem. Wednesday hits, you start to feel the panic setting. You only got 2 days left. Thursday comes in, you jam, and you cram as much as you can in, and it's done by Friday. If it's not very good, no big deal. You didn't try that hard. You could have started earlier, all the excuses you need. And if it is actually a really good job, what ends up happening? You're a freaking genius. Oh my God, I'm the smartest person ever. So it's a win-win situation for your ego whenever this happens. There's another side of it too, that is in real life, outside of school, outside of work sometimes even, there isn't any deadlines. There's really nothing forcing you to do anything. There's no deadline to your getting abs. There's no big deadline to making $1 million. Not really. I mean, you can just go get a regular job and you can just kind of work out if you want or not work out at all. There's no one enforcing this stuff on you. So procrastination almost feels inevitable. It's hard to focus. What do I focus on? Why do I keep getting pulled to all these different directions? Your ego will make you feel this way all the time. It's going to be really hard on you all the time. And people will tell you everywhere, oh, you're just, that person's lazy. They can't focus. If they just had a better system in place. That's not it. That's not what's true. Procrastination is broken in on the fact that we tend to be really hard on ourselves. So I'm going to give you the top 4 solutions to procrastination right here. Number 1, self-compassion. You ever worked with an asshole before? It's not a fun experience. I've worked with a bunch, and all I want to do is not work with them ever again. I'll do anything to avoid them. I'll go in other places. And how do we often treat ourselves? We're kind of mean. We're kind of like, do better. Why are you stronger? You screwed up again. Oh, you're procrastinating again. And so self-compassion will help you not work with that person again, right? So if you're kind to yourself, if you're compassionate to yourself, understanding that we're learning these kinds of things, self-compassion can fix a lot of the big problems that come up with procrastination. Treat it like you're a kid, or how you would treat a kid if they were learning something new. Would you, for every mistake, would you tell them, you moron, you're so dumb, you're doing it again? Or would you be like, oh, no worries, man, you got this. Let's try again. Why don't we try it different? It would be so encouraging. How can you be encouraging to yourself? Because if you're really hard on yourself, you're going to avoid doing that work with that version of yourself. You'll do anything you can to avoid that work, which is a huge part of procrastination. So, self-compassion is the number 1 cure to procrastination. Number 2, intentional micro work. One of the biggest problems that happens when we think about doing stuff is it overwhelms us. And so, what happens when you say things like, oh, I gotta write my book today? It's way too much. So you just don't do it. But if you start to do intentional micro work, it really brings it down. You dumb it down to the smallest and easiest version of whatever it is you have to do. So instead of I got to write my book, it's I'm going to write 1 page. And it's not I'm just going to write 1 page. It's I'm writing 1 page at 7 p.m. today before I check my emails or whatever, before I watch my favorite show. Something really small, something really easy, something really doable with a time limit to it. And you're good to go. So break down your things into manageable micro tasks. Step 3. This comes straight from Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius always said, stop debating being a good person and just be a good person. The time we spend thinking about, oh, what does a gym goer do? Or what do entrepreneurs think? Or how do I do this? How do I do that? Just do the thing. Just know that you're already a gym goer. You already lift weights. You don't have to lift all the weights and have the 6-pack and do all the things. Just lift 1 tiny little weight, right? Be compassionate with yourself. Break it down to a tiny little weight and just lift the weight. That can come later. Right now, just don't debate what it is and be the thing. Be the entrepreneur. Be the runner. Be the great mom or dad that you want to be. And step 4, manufacture deadlines. There are no real deadlines out there for you to do anything. But if you want something, you got to manufacture a deadline. And ideally not one that's just self-imposed. They did a study where they had deadlines for people in a school. They had them in 3 groups. Group 1, the number 1 group that did the best, had deadlines given to them by the faculty members. The next version had to make their own deadlines, and they did okay. And then they let a free flow group do whatever they want, because when it really starts to dig into you, when you got to get the thing done at 2 in the morning, when you got to wake up or start a jog, that's when we start to renegotiate what those deadlines look like. And I'll ask you this. If you had to learn guitar and you had 1 month to do it, let me know if column A or column B would be easier to learn guitar. Column A, you pick up the guitar, you practice whenever you want, as often as you want, and when you feel ready, you're gonna book a open mic and perform in front of your friends and family or people at a bar. Or option 2, you book the open mic a month from now and you start practicing. Which one of those do you think you'll probably be a much better guitar player by the end of the month? Most people, it's this one. Manufactured deadlines are really, really helpful. You see people do it with running marathons. Instead of just jogging, they just book a marathon like 6 months out and they're like, I gotta start going. Manufactured deadlines are a great way to do that. The top 4. 1, self-compassion. You've got to be kind to yourself. No one likes to work with an asshole, especially you. 2, intentional micro work. 3, be the thing, don't debate the thing. And 4, manufactured deadlines. That's everything you need to know about procrastination.